A success story that started with family fights, scandals, and a blood-curdling murder that resembles a Hollywood movie script turns into a world brand. Gucci was born in Florence, Italy, and worked in a shop where his family sold straw hats. However, when the family business went bankrupt, Gucci went to London at the age of 18 and started working at the Savoy Hotel. Here he saw wealthy customers carrying stylish leather bags and luxury suitcases. He later worked for a train company, helping passengers with their luggage and taking a closer look at the quality of luxury suitcases. Gucci dreamed of one day opening his own leather workshop and appealing to wealthy customers. However, he knew that for this, he would have to work for years and accumulate capital. At the age of 40, Gucci opened his own small shop in Florence. Over time, it grew with special design requests from wealthy customers. Gucci's three sons, Aldo, Rodolfo, and Vasco, had bigger dreams, unlike their father. Not wanting to be satisfied with his small business in Florence, his sons advocated the idea of expanding to Rome to open a second store. Although Gucci was initially against it, he was eventually convinced. This decision was a turning point in Gucci's rise. During World War II, Gucci's products began to be purchased by soldiers as gifts. This success led to the opening of a third store in Milan in the 1950s. In 1953, preparations were made to open the first American store in New York. However, this process was a great burden for Gucci, and he died of a heart attack 2 weeks after the store opened. Following Gucci's death, the company was divided among his sons. However, his daughter Grimalda was completely excluded from the inheritance, and although she contested her father's will, she lost the case. Quarrels between the third generation of the family began to threaten the future of the brand. Aldo and Rodolfo's sons were constantly fighting to gain more control over the company. Aldo's son Paolo wanted to start his own fashion line but did not receive support from his family. His father even reported Aldo to the authorities for tax evasion, and 81-year-old Aldo was sentenced to 1 year in prison. Rodolfo's son Maurizio took over 50% of Gucci's shares after his father's death. However, things got worse due to fights between family members. Maurizio wanted to make Gucci a more exclusive luxury brand. Although this decision caused a huge loss of income in the short term, it increased the value of the brand in the long term. Maurizio managed to buy shares of other family members to increase control of the company. However, the large expenses and wrong decisions made to promote luxury products dragged the company into financial difficulties. In 1993, an investment company called Investcorp bought Maurizio's shares and took full control of Gucci. This marked the first time the Gucci family withdrew from the brand completely. He was killed by a hitman hired by his ex-wife, Patricia Reggiani. Patricia committed this crime because she was afraid that she and her daughters would lose financial support by marrying Maurizio's lover. Following the murder, Patricia was sentenced to 29 years in prison, but only served 18 years. After Maurizio's death, Gucci rose again with the appointment of Tom Ford as creative director. Today, Gucci continues to maintain its place in the global fashion industry and renews itself for every generation.